Vault opening. Welcome to the vault. Hello, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into it. Okay, you guys, so this is not a nice situation or story to cover, but I feel like after posting the video that I just posted about Kelu Khumalo, it is relevant, right? So yeah, it's very sad. Actually, the whole situation is very sad. So this week, I don't know how many days it was ago, maybe a day or two, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's not the point. We're talking about the double homicide and suicide of Mbali Vumile and the taxi driver boyfriend, right? Okay, so this girl Mbali was dating the taxi driver guy. I don't know what his name is. The taxi driver guy, right? And I don't know if they broke up or if they were still together type of situation. But Mbali was no longer really with the taxi driver guy. She started dating this Forex guy, Uvumile, who has lots of money, right? More money, obviously, than the taxi driver guy. He was driving a Maserati, a Mustang, and an A5. Like these really beautiful, flashy cars. He had a lot of money. Apparently, he had two houses. One which costed 12 million rand type of situation. And apparently Vumile also had a girlfriend. Now I'm saying had because Vumile, Mbali, and the taxi driver guy are all deceased. It was a double homicide and suicide. So Mbali was no longer seeing the taxi driver guy apparently. And then she started dating Uvumile. Right? Now, the taxi driver guy obviously didn't like the situation, and apparently it was said that he was a good boyfriend and he still loved Mbali very much. But Mbali then snagged herself a richer man, and according to people, they say that she didn't want to let him go because she was like, wow, I hit the jackpot. This guy is a Forex guy. He's got so much money. He's got homes. You know, this is a better life for me. Mbali was from Diepkloof, DK. Right? And as Vumile and Mbali started dating, it came to a point where the taxi driver guy actually tried to kill the new guy, Uvumile, because he was still in love with Mbali. And according to people, they say that he did nothing wrong to Mbali for the relationship to end, right? It's just that Mbali found somebody that she considered to be a better match for her in terms of the financial gain type of situation. Right? So this taxi driver guy put out a hit 6 months ago on Uvumile, which then, I don't know if he shot him or not, but it seems like he has shot him before. And this made Vumile then get like bodyguards type of thing to protect himself from this guy. Apparently Vumile's friends then started to tell him that, you know what, you need to let go of this chick. We obviously know that she's in this relationship with you for all the wrong reasons. She can see all the things that you can give her, all the the material things that you can give her, and that's why she wants to be with you. And now this guy is trying to kill you, and his friends are like, you need to let go of this chick. You can literally have any woman that you want because you've got so much money. You know what I mean? And you know, there are so many women out there that only want to be with men for their money. And apparently this guy, Uvumile, already had a girlfriend. So it was like he was dribbling these two chicks. So he didn't want to let go of Mbali. He got the bodyguards and he felt protected for some time. But then as the heat was dying down and he realized that there was no life-threatening situations or threats coming from the taxi driver guy or taxi owner boyfriend, he then relaxed, called off the bodyguards, and he was just living his life, visiting Mbali at DK like normal, bajola, you know, dating type of thing. As he relaxes, He didn't know, nobody knew that the taxi driver owner guy or the ex was still gunning for him. It's so crazy that I say gunning for him with what's about to come, right? Was still gunning for him. And as soon as Mbali and Vumile carry on with their little romance, the taxi driver guy realized that, okay, these people are very relaxed. Now's my chance to get them, right? So this week they were parked outside Mbali's house apparently, and you know how it happens. A guy comes to visit you, chilling in the car, you're talking, whatever. The guy came with a gun and he shot Mbali and he shot Vumile. Dead. And the crazy thing is that people are saying that Vumile was shot like 16 times all over his body. Like he was killed like a dog. And people were saying that Mbali could have been saved. Like somebody could have put her or called an ambulance or put her in their car and driven her to the hospital quickly, trying to save her life. But people just stood around watching because they were so pissed that the Vumile guy had to die in this way for this girl. Like, the taxi driver guy loved Mbali so much and he couldn't understand why Mbali would want to leave him after everything that he has done. Obviously, he doesn't have as much money as, he didn't actually have as much money as Vumile. He couldn't offer Mbali the things that Vumile was giving her, right? But I feel like in this situation, his ego was also bruised. He did so much for her and he loved her. People are saying that he did nothing wrong to Mbali for her to want to leave him, apart from the fact that he just didn't have as much as Vumile had. So obviously his ego was bruised, right? So I'm not condoning what the taxi driver guy did. He shot Mbali, she died on the scene, and he shot Vumile, who died instantly. He was just filled up with bullets, 16 bullets apparently. And then after that, he went home to go and kill himself. This guy obviously planned this out. He already knew that no matter what happens, if I can't have Mbali, who I've given everything to, you know, devoted my life to, then no other man can. And he was thinking, like, in my opinion, that how dare she? I give her everything that she needs, right? She needs for nothing else. And Mbali was actually a cop. She was a cop. Right? So he's like, no. If I can't have you, no one else can. I've done so much for you. I love you so much. I've done nothing to you. You know, you're just going to leave me because you want to be with somebody that has more money and can give you more material things than me. It's not going down like that. And so when he got the opportunity, when Vumile had called off the bodyguards and was like, okay, fine, everything is fine. This guy's off our back. The taxi driver guy saw this opportunity and he was like, I'm gonna get them now, while they were chilling in the car. There's actually video, and I'm not gonna play it on this video because, guys, it is so horrific. You know what I mean? His lifeless body was just laying there in the car, full of bullets and blood. It was just a mess, you know. And people were saying they actually witnessed Mbali taking her last breaths. Okay, fine. Mbali, I feel like people feel like Mbali was in the wrong and that's why nobody moved quickly, type of thing. But I mean, if somebody is dying and you have the opportunity to save their life, I would still try in that situation, type of thing. So the taxi driver guy killed them and then he drove off, went home, and then he killed himself. He was like, I'm not living in this world without her, and she's not gonna live this fancy life and all these things with this guy because she's being shady, and it's just not gonna happen like this. His ego was bruised, and so everybody in this equation died, all in the name of Umjolo, right?
Umbali izinto, you understand? At the end of the day, Umbali bamthathe ngathi yonke into right, kumele ivume nayo lengwenya le. Nayo lengwenya le was hurting. Bephatheke kabi. Bheka nayo self izidubulile out there. Ukubonisa ukuthi ayinandaba ithi lo uyahlanya. Ngeke abe nayo le life le acabanga ukuthi uzoba nayo. Bekumele abe ne life nami lo muntu lo. If akekho nami inconiphele lento le. Bafe kanjalo nje, bafele logo, nothing else, bafele logo. Uvumile has a lot of money ukuthi angafaka nje after estradeni afela amantombazana sezone 1. Uvumile can get untombazana efunayo eDubai le anytime. But now ngifela umbali wephoyisa wesikheberesho la ema Deep Kloof. Akekho umuntu yazi ohappy ngale ndaba kaMbali ukuthi uvumile ushonela umbali. Uvumile was never a physical guy impilo yakhe yonke. Akhula sikhulu uvumile akazi alwe namuntu. Akazi abe aggressive to anyone. And so lento leyo ukuthi azofaka phela ufe njengenja la ele out imdubule kabuhlungu imshayile mhlawumbe uvumile nabo ma 16 bullets emzimbeni imdubulile la ngwenya idlalanga naye. Umbali ushone esimbhekile umbali so ushone ukuthatha isikhathi ukushona bekaphefumula hleli lapha emotweni abhekiwe nje bekungekho umuntu who's willing ukukhumbala amfaka emotweni yakhe or ini amahambisa esibhedlela umbali uphele wonke umuntu kugcwele lokushini ba round
lezi trader and then Locheri history sa Locheri lo na captain Locheri lo na captain baka shati ni out here owner yabo yala eDeep Kloof ezone 5 ngathi bacabaniswa ile ntwana yabo so le ntwana kunini bayikhuza ka Locheri captain kunini bayikhuza yo kunini ngathi le out na personal ize yaya kulomntwana yamtshela lo le out yaya kule out yamcela captain ukuthi eshe mfethu ngiyacela bram yabo yasicabanisa nemedia yami so le ntwana ngathi yamtshela we to get off yabo so possibly hit ibuya kule out obvious captain ibuya kule out obvious ngiyacabanga mina mangicabanga ngibheka kanti bahamba boyi-2 ngoba kathi sabahlala boyi-2 nale ntwana yabo le ntwana le ihamba nge-Maserati le ntwana leyo ihamba nge-Maserati ihamba nge-Mustang ihamba nge-A45 ithi ngizokuthumela ithombe zayo.
Yeah, that's true. Umbali ufostile nje ukuzwana novumile lengwenya yakhe beyibalwisa every time uvumile uze wathola ama bodyguard uvumile bekana amabherete lamba phoyisa lawa amabherete lawa.
Now the reason why I mentioned Kanye Kelly Khumalo in the beginning of this, did I say Kelly or does he Kanye? But the reason why I mentioned Kelly Khumalo in the beginning of this video is because I did a video about her in the video that she put out saying that she's gonna beat up if a girl comes to her and say that's my man, she's gonna beat that girl up, the man, and everybody involved in the equation. The reason why I brought this up is because can you see what I mean? Ladies, gents, don't get yourself in these situations because you see, you can lose your life and it's as clear as day. Just because you want some money, you want some Louis Vuitton bags, you want the status and all these things, don't do this because you don't know how the other person in the situation feels, how far they will go for the person that they actually love. There are people out there that feel like they cannot live without their partners and so on. So you're going to come into the relationship and try to take another person's person. Yes, you might say it's all good and dandy. You want to say that a person cannot be stolen. How the hell do you steal a whole person? That's what I was saying to you guys in that video. You know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what I'm saying. This is a very dangerous game. Stop trying to get involved. Stop actively going out there trying to beg men and women with money for material things, because you're gonna find yourself in very hot waters. Stop getting into relationships with people that have partners, sneaky dicky links and all these things, because you could find yourself in a very sticky situation. You could die and death is permanent. You're not coming back. We're sorry, but you're not going to come back from that, right? Some people might find themselves getting beat down by the main or whatever the situation, and that's just it. But look what happened to Mbali and Vumile. These people are literally dead. They are never coming back, and they had their whole lives ahead of them type of situation. And that guy obviously had nothing to lose because he already lost the most important thing, what the thing that he considered the most important in his life, which was Umbali. So when he was done with them, he killed himself. So you see, this whole Kelly Khumalo situation, I mean, in her relationship with Senzo lost his life. We don't know what the situation was there and why he had to die. But he was in Kelly Khumalo's house at the time. And it was apparent, alleged, that he was still married to the other Mandisa girl. You know what I mean? So do you see how dangerous? I told you guys, infidelity is a sin. It's a sin. You can die for cheating. You can die for stealing somebody else's partner. People take these things of the heart, of love, of life. It's game. Don't do this. Please. You guys seem to think, Len, you're so jealous. Don't come out here. Come for Miss EXO. Don't come out here. Come for the gold diggers and all this stuff. Don't come out here and tell us about people that are stealing people's boyfriends and girlfriends. But do you see how dangerous? Do you actually freaking see why I'm telling you guys, don't get yourselves in these sticky situations. Don't actively try to find people because they have money and they can give you all these things. Be with someone because you love them, and these things can be acquired together as a team. You know what I mean? It's very frustrating when I see people in the comments or in other videos condoning or teaching people, influencing people. Shit, guys, it's not right, eh? It's not right, because now Mbali and Vumile, they never coming back, eh? They dead. And apparently Vumile's girlfriend was at home, and now she had to watch these videos surfacing online of a man. Do you know how traumatizing that is? Whereas if he just stayed away from Umbali, this whole situation could have been avoided. And if he stayed away from Umbali, Umbali would have probably gone back to a taxi driver owner guy that actually really loved her. I'm not saying that Vumile didn't love Umbali, but he also had another woman. If you can avoid getting yourself in these sticky situations, guys, please just listen. I'm not coming at women. I'm not. Don't listen to people like Kelly Khumalo. She's influencing you guys. Shit. They're saying that I'm going to go beat everybody up. Look what just happened. Just look at the situation. It's bad. And then I'm the bad guy when I try to warn you guys against these things that are as clear as day. It's because the action is wrong. Trying to be with someone because they can give you material things, it's wrong, and you know it in your gut. You're selling your soul. You're selling out. Don't sell out. Can't we just be normal? Can't you just beg a man that you love? Can't you just beg a man that doesn't have a partner? Because people are crazy out there. They're crazy in love. People will do anything when they that's the most powerful emotion. That's the most powerful energy in the world is love. It will drive you freaking crazy. It will drive you crazy. And another thing is maybe that the taxi driver guy, his ego does come into play. Like, you're just gonna dog me like that type of thing because he has more money. But the taxi driver guy was obviously providing a lot of things for Mbali. So it really bruised his ego as well. And I'm not saying or condoning what he did. Obviously, it was absolutely wrong. 3 lives have been cut short because of the situation. I'm just saying to you guys, please don't get yourselves mixed up with people that you shouldn't be getting yourselves mixed up with. Because, put it this way, everybody is dangerous. You don't have to get yourself mixed up in anything. Everybody is dangerous. You never know who's going to snap. Why they're going to snap. When it comes to matters of the heart, matters of the bedroom, the JJ, or just stay away. Just be normal. Just be yourself. God has made people for everyone, everywhere out there. Trust me, you're not going to be sad and lonely for the rest of your life. And if you want these material things, find someone that you guys can build. Or work hard yourself and you can get your stuff. Just don't play with this thing called life. It's very serious and it can be very dangerous. Right? And listen. You don't want to be in this kind of love triangle situation where you could possibly lose your life. Right? Anyway, you guys, that is the end of today's video. If you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.